Hi everyone, and happy Saturday to you all. I wanted to do this video just to share something with you. This morning I woke up and I felt so happy and so at peace, not only with everything around me, but at peace with myself. I felt a lovely calmness, and I haven't felt that in such a long time. I was diagnosed with PTSD in 2012, but actually since 2011, when I first started noticing I was ill, but didn't admit to it, I have never felt like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had a laugh, I've had some good times since my diagnosis, but I've never woken up and felt totally at peace like I did this morning. I was driving home from my sister's, the sun was shining, there was a bit of fog on the green fields, and I was just smiling. And I actually thank God for this fantastic feeling, because it's just a warm feeling instead of all the angst I've been feeling and the knots in my stomach and the knots in my chest. I was actually that content that I drove past my junction, and I didn't get annoyed about it. I just went, okay, and drove to the next junction and found my way home that way. And it didn't matter. It really didn't matter. And the other message I wanted to put out there is that there is so much negative energy surrounding mental illness, and that, oh, if you get diagnosed with a mental illness, it's going to be the end of your career, it's going to be the end of your relationships, I'm going to lose everybody in my life, and I may lose my life. And in the worst case that I'd planned to take my life on a couple of occasions, because I did get that low. I'd hit rock bottom. I fell flat on my face, and there was nothing I wanted more than to just get out of that nightmare. And I had planned to end it and say goodnight to the world. But I am so pleased I didn't. And it's been a hell of a struggle. But to get this feeling today, even 8 years later, is just phenomenal. And one of the things I wanted to say is that many people live with mental illness day after day after day, and they can work despite the negative discrimination that people give, and they make judgments on a diagnosis. They don't look at the individual with the diagnosis, they just make judgments. Now, there are many organizations and many workplaces that don't make judgment. There are many individuals, there are many families, there are many friends that don't make judgments. So be brave, put your hand up and ask for help. It can be life-changing for many people. It can be life-changing, but it doesn't have to be life-ending. You can live with it. I was told I'd never work again because my tolerance levels had gone that low. I was getting snappy at people. I'd tried various jobs that didn't work out. And having been told I'd never work again, I spiraled. I spiraled down again, and I was in the deep pit. But then I thought, well, what can I do? What can I do to not only work again, because I've never not worked? What can I do to help other people not get into the position that I am now in? And I'd trained for quite a number of years, and I'd done some mental health training. I've got some mental health qualifications. And I thought, you know what? I don't want others to lose the life the way I did. I don't want others to lose the people from the life that was very special to them. I lost my partner because I treated him horrendously. I lost my home. I lost everything that I knew, and I lost a piece of myself that I'd never get back because I didn't open up early enough when I knew something was wrong. It takes such strength to, one, admit that there's something wrong, and two, to put your hand up and ask for help. Once you do, I promise you it can get better. And I am not going to lie, actually, when you start therapy, it does get worse before it gets better, because you have to face the very thing that's causing you the problem. But if you've got some good people and you've got the strength behind you, and the main thing is the will to want to get better, you engage with treatment, you can get better. I hear all the time, I've tried counselling and it doesn't work. There are many, many forms of therapy, and other people have said, well, I've tried medication, that doesn't work. There is no magic pill out there, and yes, it does treat and help certain things, but you've got to engage with help. There are many, many different forms out there, and there is something that will help you. The main thing is setting your switch in your head from a negative to a positive, saying, do you know what? I want to get through this. If that's what you're thinking, you will get through it. And yes, things may never go away, but you learn to cope with it. You put mechanisms in place that prepares you, and when you recognize that you may be slipping down again, you put these mechanisms in place to get you back up again, to get you still working, to get you in a relationship. And I was told, as I said, I'd never work again, but I set up my own business, and it's been going 2 years now. I've not marketed, and to be fair, and I am proud to say that I'm smashing it. But I've not got there alone. I asked for help. I've had some very special people help me, and I've had some really good connections, and that's why I give back and I give free places out. That's why I help the veterans and the blue light community and the charities. And for me, it's not about making tons and tons of money. I get a medical pension every month, which pays all my bills and things. So it isn't about the money. It's because I have lost so much out of my life, and I don't want that to happen to anybody else. So if you want to get the help, you're struggling, and I've been very blessed that many people have come to me and asked for my help, and I've been blessed to be in a position where I can help them. Yes, do you know what? Crap's happened, and I'm sorry to swear, but that's as it is. I could have said much worse. But you get through it, and I'm using my experiences as a lesson for other people that you can get beyond it. Don't leave it too late like I did, and don't push people away when you don't realize it, you actually need them the most. I've had some very patient people who never gave up on me, and if you haven't got anybody else, get in touch with me, get in touch with other people that are going through it, and we'll help you. Don't give up. Put your hand up and please ask for help, because even 8 years on, I'm so pleased to finally feel this peace. It's just the best feeling ever. It's better than anything I could ask for. So please ask for help, even if it is just messaging me. I am more than happy to just talk to you, or to guide you in the right direction, or through my business. If there are companies out there that don't know how to manage people in work, what I would say to you is don't give up on them. Don't look at their diagnosis and assume that you know that they can't do this or they can't do that, can't do the other. People still have abilities. The word disability, yeah, take the dis away, because people still have abilities, okay? For friends and family, yes, it is hard for you as well, and actually you deserve some help to get through it as well, because it's going to impact you. It impacted my friends and family. My fiance walked away, and I don't blame them, even though I am well, anyway, we'll not go there. But you don't have to lose people. So be patient. Don't give up on the individual. They can't help some of the things that they do, and they don't mean to push you away, and they don't mean to be horrible to you. It's part of the illness. But remember, you need the help too, because your tolerance levels, although you'll think that they don't love you anymore, they think they're pushing you away, they don't fancy you anymore because they're not getting intimate. It's all part of the illness. So please don't give up on them, but get help yourself. And to anybody else out there that's just interested in wanting to know more, those people that are off sick, that are not daring to go back into work, come and speak to me, because you can get there. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because you can, and together we can.